Hi everyone. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday all day long. So, anyway, this is the day before Good Friday. And so, uh, I'm just going to wait a few minutes in case some people really want to hear all of this because I'm going to be sharing a story, not a story, um, well, it's turning into a story, but it's something that I experienced yesterday. Um, that I met this lady a couple of weeks ago we had a dim sum and I told her who I am, what I do, and she says to me, my wife has Alzheimer's and she's in a facility. Would you like to come and share your music with her? I said, well, maybe you want what you want to do first, Jacky, is go have a listen at what I do. And so she did that, and I got a message saying, okay, here's the days, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay. So we picked the day, which was yesterday. I'm still processing everything that happened yesterday. So you guys get to hear it because I've not spoken of all of this. I spoke a little bit on my way home last night, but not the details. It's the details that unfold the beauty of this amazing experience that I had. Whew. Okay, there's a few people on here now, so let's go for it. I'm just going to repeat this first part a little bit. I went to a dim song a couple of weeks ago, and this lady who was organized it, and she was sitting beside me. She asked me, not asked me, but I told her who I am, what I do, give her my card, and she tells me that her wife has Alzheimer's, and based on what I was saying, that she goes, my wife, I think, would like that. And I said, well, how about you go listen to my music and see based on what you actually now hear. She did. She came back to me a few days later and she goes, yep, how about this day at this time? Or this day, and she gave me a couple options, and I get told, okay, yep. So when I finally got there, I had to get a boost on my car yesterday. But anyway, when I got there, whew, Jacky and I were just talking and sharing, just being. And after a bit, she goes, do you want to meet my wife? I said, yes. So she was actually in they were playing bingo, and she sits and watches. And so she went and got her. And I did not know. All I knew, she had Alzheimer's. That's it. And here comes Jacky, wheeling her wife towards her room where I'm sitting, waiting. And I realized instantly that she is wheelchair bound. She can't move. She can't speak anymore. If I recall correctly what Jacky shared with me, and so if I'm not accurate, please forgive me because I'm just trying, I'm being in the moment right now. But I believe it was around 2016. There was stuff going on, and other people were bringing it to Jacky's attention. I'm just going to back up a little bit, sorry. And so there's these signs and everything that stuff isn't right, but because she's in it, she won't see it as much as the people on the outside that will see it. So those people were telling her, and so they went and got her checked out. And if I remember correctly, she's got it the front and the back Alzheimer's. So that, and it's progressive, just like very quickly. And so now here's Jacky bringing in her wife. Her name is Joan. And Joan and I locked eyes. And literally, we never stopped. So, got out my guitar. And I just started playing. And my eyes are locked on Joan's eyes. As her eyes are locked on me, we're looking at our souls, each other's soul. So I'm playing. Of course, Joan's trying to communicate. Yeah, she's always talking, but you can't understand anything. So she's talking, but her talking's getting softer and softer. And her and I are just looking at each other, just being with each other. And you could literally witness this beautiful being who cannot communicate. She can communicate in one aspect. You understand that. Some people may not, but that's okay. Next thing I know, she's sitting there, and she's just so chilled and relaxed, and all of a sudden her eyes shut, but she's not falling asleep. She's just allowing herself to drift off within herself, wherever her mind took her. Because I'm sitting here, and Joan is here, Jacky's there, right beside her wife. Joan and Jacky just celebrated their 20th anniversary, wedding anniversary, last weekend. I could feel it with Jacky, the love that she has for her wife. I could feel it from the moment we're talking about her and everything. There's this kindness and this lovingness towards her wife and everything she expressed. While Joan and I are locked together, and I can see Jacky. She has her hand on her lap, on Joan's lap, just looking at her with complete love. Complete love for her wife. I'm witnessing this amazing beauty by being present. We were all being present. It's not about what we're doing next or what happened earlier. It's about the moment we were being together, all three of us. And I kept on playing and playing, this song, that song. And you could just see her with her eyes this huge gratitude and appreciation for this magic I get to allow to channel through me. So I think I was there a good couple hours. And Jacky, she didn't have the words to really, she was expressing her gratitude, but there was no word that could express the depth of her gratitude for me coming and doing what I do. So I'm now packed up. And I put my hand on Joan's leg and said, Joan, would you like for me to come back? With complete clarity coming from her voice, she said, yes. I said, I'll be back. I said to Jacky, I said, look, I got my 3 albums in my car. She's got a CD player. I'm going to gift you my 3 albums, and these 2 are the meditation ones, and which those 2 songs I did play for her while I was there. And Joan says, sorry, not Joan, sorry, Jacky says to me, how much for today? I said, it was my gift and it was my pleasure to be here today, beyond words. She goes, thank you. No, I said, thank you. And I've been floating ever since. I think all 3 of us were floating, just floating. Then last night, much later, I get a message from Jacky. I want to read you this because it just a Godsmack. Okay, here we go. And by the way, I just saw that what the exact time that she sent this to me, 9:44 last night. She says, good evening, Ernie. I just got back from Joan's. She was so soothed listening to instrumental silence after her dinner, even making a sound to alert me right before the CD ended. It was truly our pleasure being in your company, delighting us with your channeled music. You made a huge impression on Joan. She did on me too. At 6:45, my wife looked at me, said, you ready for this? Thank you for bringing her here. Yeah. She was able to say that to her wife. And she says, wow. Oh. At bedtime, I love watching my wife drift herself off to sleep to your soulful meditation music. Truly remarkable afternoon. I think, in fact, I know, I feel, I'm not going to say think now because I felt it first, and then it turns into a thought. Have you guys ever noticed that? You think, oh, I'm thinking about this, but do you ever notice the stop and go back and check in with yourself and go, you feel something and it turns into a thought because you start thinking about that feeling. Sometimes we miss that part that actually happens first. But anyway, I feel that this is something else I can offer people because I've expressed this to you guys. I'm in awe of what I get to do. Your guys' reflection back to me is what keeps me going. I know it's special because of where it comes from within all of me. But that does mean I don't doubt myself or, all that stuff. And, there's no doubt, right, that I was supposed to be at that dim song that day. It was my first time ever having dim song as well. So, met Jacky. She told me about her wife. 2 weeks later, I meet her wife. And I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to go back and see Joan. And for me, I think this is why I love playing for you all. Even what I did yesterday. Because it nurtures me back. Because it's not that I'm looking for, it's not that, oh, way to go, Ernie. You're a damn good guitar player. It's not about that. But when you get somebody who can't move, like she has this thing, I think it's on her left hand, and it's molded to keep her fingers, right? And then this hand rests here. So this thing for her, I'm not sure what the term is. I don't, and this is something, I'm sharing this in hopes that maybe it can help you with the fact is, don't expect fuck all, you guys. Stop that. We sabotage ourselves. Oh, I expect it's going to be like this, da 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 da. How in the hell can you predict that? That's an expectation. And yesterday was, I'm just going to go play. I had zero expectation. Zero. None. That's the same thing when I come on here to share my music. Zero. And when you go to do something, I said, let's see what happens, Jacky. Nothing to lose, but maybe something to gain. But when I'm sitting there, I said, I even said to Jacky, I said, I wish I would have met your wife before this. Because I can see what a beautiful being she is. I know that I'm a healer. I know I'm here to play my incredible music with you all. You helped me to see more about myself than I knew about me. But I'm also becoming familiar with that part of myself and accepting and embracing that part of myself. And it's just like, I shared this just recently, that it was only this past fall, like October, November, that I realized, like, okay, I'm not too bad of a guitar player. because I've never listened back to myself. I can't say I've never listened back because that's a full of shit. What I'm saying is I don't sit there listen purposefully to hear what I did, is what I'm saying. I'll listen to hear about the sound, levels and whatever, that kind of stuff. And that's where I've been tweaking for the last couple of years, fine tuning this thing that I get to do on here. But when you're able to play for one or 1,000, the energy that we create for ourselves, and that's what we did yesterday. We created this incredible vortex, and it was just like, I would have loved for if Joan was able to tell us what was going on. When I asked Joan if she wanted me to come back again, and very clearly, as I said, she said yes. What? Like she spoke, right? And it was just, oh, I don't see myself as powerful, but yet I know I am powerful because of where I operate from within me. It's not this. It's this. That's my comfort zone. And I can't wait for you guys to come and experience me in person. Online is wonderful. I'm so grateful for online because we all found each other because of it. Right? And as I got to say, this is, I have a meeting tomorrow afternoon, to discuss doing some events in, hopefully, okay, Florence is a definite, Florence, Oregon. And chances are, when we talk, I'll have a better idea. Maybe 2 or 3 other places nearby, like Portland and Ashcroft. Jade used to live there until it burnt. What, 4, 5 years ago, whatever it was now. That massive fire. Yeah, she lost her house. Her partner, he lost his house. They lived together in his house, but she was renting on hers, and they lost everything, including her crystal bowls. Everything. Rena, what do you mean Oregon here? Like, am I coming to Oregon? The answer is yes. I'm coming to Oregon. So I'm going to be talking, as I mentioned, I have a meeting tomorrow. We're just start the beginnings of talks of figuring this out. So we'll be a couple of months down the road. But because I want to promote the crap out of this. Me coming down there. And here's the beautiful part, you guys. I didn't know this because I've been, of course, checking things out. How long does it take to go from here to there? So you live in Oregon. Where are you at, Renee? Or sorry, Renee or Rena? Which is it? Renee. I think it's Renee. Whereabouts in Oregon are you? Because I'm going to be, I know it's Florence. Once Jade and I talk tomorrow, we'll have a better idea where else. She's the one that has the connections. I don't have the connections there. Also, she has connections in Mount Shasta. So maybe her and I will head up to Mount Shasta as well. Right? So that's going to be happening over the next couple of months. And, if any of you guys are close by, if you guys want to keep Medford, Medford. Let me write this down. Find out where that is. Okay, just so you guys know, there's been so many changes in my life this past week. Because when I say it just oh shit, sweet. Hey, do you know Jade Rader? If you don't, I really encourage you to connect with her. She used to work at, well, she's had many jobs, but she's self-employed. But when she moved to Oregon, she worked at the Crystal Sound Place in Mount Shasta. But anyway, just where I was going, sorry, I got a little distracted there. That on my website, we now have events. If you want to find out what's going on, that's going to be the place where you can find out. I'm also in the process of figuring out how to create events. Now, if some of you guys are knowledgeable in this area, I'd appreciate the help. I talked to a sister of mine who does this all the time, and she told me who she uses. She uses Ticketmaster. I said, okay. So, if some of you guys follow me quite diligently, some of you guys are not as much, and that's okay. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. But the thing is, to bring you up to current date, is in the last week and a half, I now have a newer car. I just bought myself a newer car, 2013 Dodge Journey, last Saturday. I picked her up on Monday. Also, I'm creating a private YouTube channel. That's going to be a paid YouTube channel. So I'm switching everything that I do here on mainstream over there. There's going to be two levels. Basic for membership is $4.99. Premium is $22. And with that membership, you get discounts on events and things that I do. Okay, and that includes buying albums and my music. Okay, so it's me giving back. That's how I operate. I think I would feel guilty personally because just how I work is like, I'd feel, here, just give me money. I'm not going to give you anything back. Like, no. And my friend, we had a great conversation about this because she knows my heart. And I said, I want to do something back. Right? Yeah, you guys are getting all the lives whenever I go live. Yes, you're getting that. But it's just me expressing my gratitude for your support and love and everything I get to do. So that was going to be starting April 1st. Unfortunately, this week has taken off, and it's like I'm just keeping my head above water right now. And I have to postpone the private YouTube channel. Also, I was going to start Monday morning, this Monday, April 1st, Happy Fools, doing every Monday from noon for 30 to 40-minute meditation. And the drop-in fee was $4.99. You guys, I want to make things financially accessible. If you guys want to give me more, I appreciate that. But I want to make this affordable and accessible to everybody. And the other thing, too, is sliding scale is always available for the YouTube channel. For my events, doesn't matter. Anything I do, everything's sliding scale. So I was going to start the meditation thing on Monday. Right now, the way I'm feeling is I don't think I have the energy. And I want to not do it right, but get some things in place, which I already mentioned about, creating an event. And when people register, and that you're going to be able to also sign up for a newsletter where I'll maybe drop it once a month when there's stuff happening that month. That's about it. If something, all of a sudden I get booked to do something, I will send out a newsletter right away so you guys have an advance notice. And that will include online or in a city or town. Yeah. So Rena, look up Jade Rader. You can find her on my friends list. Well, yeah, because I have my friends list public, I think. Because there's some really weird trolls and scammers that are appearing, and but yeah. So you guys, that was my experience yesterday, and like I'm still processing it because it's only Jacky, Joan, and myself that knows what really happened and the energy that we created, and to see the impact and imprint I had on her wife. I'm so grateful, and I thank Spirit for trusting me. Yeah, for trusting me with this gift and ability that I have. It's not mine to hold on to, it's mine to share. I'm here to help. And, even with Jacky and Joan, that, I shot off Joan, or not Joan, sorry, shot off a message today to Jacky to say, okay, how often would you like me to go? And what would be comfortably affordable for you? That's how I'm going to do it with her. If she can only afford 20, or if she can afford 50, or if she can afford 100, that's great, whatever, but I'll leave that in her hands. Right? Because I don't know much about Jacky. But I know this much. She's an amazing woman who loves her wife completely. She was telling me they never argued. And she was telling me how people were saying, well, you should argue. It's good for a marriage. Every marriage has to argue. She goes, what? Why? Right? And Jacky's 100% right. You don't need to argue. You don't, I think sometimes arguments are someone's trying to make a point because, for whatever reason. There's times when I would make a point too, right? Even the other day I was sitting there talking with Deb, and she was a little, and I said, well, this is why I want to do this, and and it was quite funny because we love each other, we trust each other. It was comical. And Deb says, I know you just wanted that. I said, yeah. But here's the thing is this, which what I'm about to say is applicable to a lot of us, we were never heard for what we are expressing. We were never given room to express. And I think that's why and what we were discussing, by the way, it had to do with my business, okay? Yeah. But to see Jacky, the love, and I asked her, I said, how are you adjusting to all this? She goes, no, I've gone through a lot. It's taken me a long time just to, basically she's already mourned her wife gone through Alzheimer's. She's still here physically. And it was, when Jacky shared with me, she goes, I was up here every day, all day. Then over time, and we're talking a few years, she would make it every second day. And she just eased herself into not distancing herself from her wife. But moving forward with her life. And I think she now sees her wife every 2 weeks, I think it is. Yeah. Her process, I'm in awe. Because she did it with grace, dignity, love, kindness, compassion, empathy. It's like she goes, I'm here, I'm able to do this, 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 this. She can't anymore. It's not her fault. So, and she was, and apparently, not apparently, I'll rephrase that. Jacky was a primary caregiver until it got to be way too much. Yeah. Too much for one person. I know that dance myself. But not on a partner thing, but when my mother was dying of cancer. But I'm so appreciative for me saying yes. Actually, appreciative the fact the Spirit brought us together. Because everything's always for an incredible divine reason. Don't seek it. Just keep your heart open and just observe and be in it. Because that's, yeah. But anyway, you guys, that was my experience yesterday. Most of it, anyway. There's been so much going on in my personal life. It's like I just wanted to, because everything's so fresh. Hello, Diane. Yeah. Just this experience I had yesterday just reinstilled me back into me that you know, and it's like I know what my purpose is, but you know how we do this, right? Because I do what I do by myself. I have, I got you guys supporting, and I love that. But what I'm saying is, there's nobody in my personal life that lives here that really gets what I do, right? There's very quickly here is when I left my abusive relationship over 13 years ago. Because first of all, I'm an introvert, so it's just easy for me to do this. I finally found a great place to live, and that's where a lot of healing happened while I lived at that place. And I had not gone to a gay function in over 13 years. Just no desire. I don't need to be out there and doing stuff. I just focus on me and do my own thing. But a year ago, this past January, was the first time I went to a gathering. I started meeting people. I think I've gone, it's once a month, it's a pub night, and I think I've gone to 6 or 7 of the pub nights. The next one's coming up next Saturday, not this Saturday coming, the week after. But I met some amazing, really genuine, good-hearted people. And this is what I know this. This is the fun part when I say to people, "Hi, I'm Ernestine Day, and I'm a soulful guitarist, and I channel energy from source through me, through my guitar without using words." They're looking at me like, "What the fuck? What the hell is that?" Which is okay. Then there's this couple, they've been together for 43 years, I think, something like that. And so I had gifted them my digital downloads of my music. And then Christine decided she's going to buy an album to support me, which I appreciate. She did that. And then one day I was online and Christine appeared and she just went, wow, right? Because what she hears is my albums. She hasn't heard what I now do. And, and that's the part about what I do. I know you have to hear what I do. You have to experience me to get what I do. All right? Because most of the people there, and then I get it. They go, oh, that's nice. Another guitar player. I get it. And that's why I'm trying to encourage people to go to my YouTube channel. And guess what I ordered 2 days ago? I was on Amazon for whatever reason, and this thing came across, and it's a window decal, right? And I got the one that's for YouTube, so it has YouTube symbol, and I put my handle on YouTube, Soulful Guitarist Ernestine, but I couldn't get the E on. There wasn't enough space, but that's okay. We got the bulk of it, so that's gonna be riding. I'm not sure, next week sometime. I have to look. So I ordered that for my car. That way, people are behind me. They can, hey, come find me, because I took pictures of this. And if you guys want to see what my car looked like, my old car, I had her for 11 years, and she hung in there with me. But there's pictures where it shows my new car. When I talk about got my new car, but I also put pictures in that same post of my other car, because my other car had pictures of me playing my guitar. Yeah. And this one has nothing on it. So I'm sitting there, like, to do it professionally, like it's closer to a grand, maybe $700 to $1,000 to put all the signs on that I had. I got a hell of a deal years ago. But but I also know I need to protect me and my car, because that's where my instruments are going to be when I go traveling. I'm excited. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to come back in a little bit and share some music, most likely. Okay? Thank you for hanging out with me now or later. Let's just keep on shining, you guys. Don't worry about what somebody says over there, because who are they? Nobody. Who are you? Somebody. Just keep on shining your light from within. We all know that there's days we don't feel that, but I still know it's there. But if you're able to, do that. If you need some music, oh, there's a guitarist. I'm sorry, being cheeky here. Anyway, I'm here for you guys all. And so everything's postponed for a month, all the new stuff that's going to be happening. This past week was just crazy. Crazy. Anyway, hugs and loves, everybody. See you soon.